So enjoy my interview. Peace.
Hello all of youth out there, meeting me again Dayang Nati in my channel. And you know what, our interview theme today is I'm Unique. I have found for you a very unique youth Malaysian here, and his name is Kristen. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing fine.
Oh my god, so what are you doing currently?
Currently, because I just finished my studies and I'm looking for a job, so I applied mostly to social startup firm. Although I studied ACCA and usually common pathways for people to go to accounting lines, but mostly I'm not going in that direction because my passion is in social projects. So mostly I'm going applying for those kind of stuff. So let's hope for the best.
Do you know why? Why did I put him in our category that he is unique? Let's hear from him what are the past achievements that he had.
In terms of academic achievements, I did quite well with my ACCA exams. I got a Malaysian Prize for one of my paper, and then I got 7th placing in the world. So usually people think that accountants are being accountants, they're very boring, they just sit down in the office and stuff. But for me, I think why she chose me to come for this interview is because I did projects in the past. Like last year alone, I did 2 of Sunway College's largest CSR project. One was a charity fund walk where we partnered with Sunway Good and we raised 20,000 for the West African famine crisis. And after that event, we wanted to do more. We wanted to inspire Sunway College students to give back to society. So that's where we organized a young youth leadership conference where we sold out 1,000 tickets in 3 days. The main aim of this conference is to provide students with role models to look up to. We provide them with speakers who are in their mid-20s, and then all of them are very successful and they have one thing in common, which is they are very active in giving back to society. So that's what I want to encourage our students, not just to focus on their academic studies, but to also be involved in extracurricular activities, which is good for their leadership skill and to build their confidence, which I think it really helped me a lot. So.
All of you out there, I attended his YLC Youth Leadership Conference in Sunway Convention Center. There was 1,000 participants with the 5 best speakers, and I just, oh my god, I'm paralyzed. It's just very good conference.
Thanks, we were lucky.
You know what? One thing that I'm really curious about is that what drives you doing what we're doing?
For me, it's because doing project gives me the juice or the energy to wake up in the morning. I think it's different. If I just focus on my study, I will feel very demotivated. I don't feel like studying. It's like very boring. So doing project, it allows me to meet with new people, encourages me to go out of my comfort zone and to push myself. And then you meet like-minded people. That's the reason why I enjoy doing projects. And at the same time, it's also to prove other people wrong, because when I came up with ideas, usually people tell me it cannot be done. I mean, obviously you have an accountant, and everyone will tell you some things cannot be done and those kind of stuff. So, but deep down inside, you just want to prove them wrong. You just want to show whether it can be done. Because I don't know, maybe because we're young, we live in exciting times right now where young people can make a difference. We are the movers and shakers in this era. So I think it will be a waste if we just stay at home and don't do anything. So we just want to go out and just try to push ourselves. So I think that's what drives me to meet new people and to continuously learn and to try new things. And the juice to make me better. It gives me a reason to wake up in the morning and say, to give back to society.
Wow, don't you see that he is very unique? He is doing ACCA, he is doing good in his study, and he is doing best projects. Anyway, you know, this is the problem that maybe all of you out there are facing, mostly maybe, that the balance about the study and also the projects, activities, and maybe your own style. Maybe you have to go to meet your girlfriend and that sort of thing. How do you balance that thing?
I would say it's about priority. You must set your priorities right. So let's say if you're into studies and your projects, put these 2 as your priority, and then you cut on other stuff which are not constructive, which doesn't add value in your life. Like, I mean, watching movies is fine, it helps you de-stress and stuff, but let's say if last time I used to watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of series, I cut down on all those kind of stuff. Like, let's say I waste a lot of time on chit-chat in a coffee shop, now I cut down on those and I focus on my studies and my projects. Because in projects, you get to meet new people, you get to chit-chat, but when you chit-chat, you discuss more on constructive stuff. So it's a different form of chit-chatting and how you spend your time. So it's about setting your priorities. So it's not just about, because especially youth, you get a lot of peer pressure, you must hang out, go clubbing, all that kind of stuff. So it's about learning to say no, you simplify your life, and then just focus on things that are important to you, which is important, and also that can help you improve your self-development and also improve your confidence.
Oh, this is very interesting.
Thanks.
So actually, one another question is that, how do you tackle the obstacles during your projects?
Doing projects,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, there'll definitely be a lot of obstacles when you do projects, especially with people. Usually, people are the biggest obstacles that you get. Yeah, and so like when I was dealing with Sunway College, it's the bureaucracy that you have to deal with, a lot of red tapes and those kind of stuff. And most of the time, when I propose a project, people usually say it cannot be done. So that's one kind of obstacle where the committee or your friends and then the people around you say it cannot be done. So that's where how I overcome that one is I talk to people who are positive, who has done it before, and then you just ask them for inspiration. And another thing is basically it's about motivating yourself to believe in what you're doing and believe in your project and your idea. So what I do is I go to internet, I look for quotes, inspirational quotes to motivate myself and all. So and once you're motivated, then how do you overcome the people around you? That's where you have to really sell the idea, tell them why you want to do this, and then show them example for other people who has done it, but you're doing it differently and why it can be done. And when it comes to corporate people, that's a bit tricky. You have to learn to be creative in a way. I would say try to look for ways to bypass them. Let's say if one person say cannot, it doesn't mean the whole thing is not feasible. It's just his opinion that he thinks it cannot be done. So what I do is I look for other people who has the same authority to approve your project, or look for someone higher up and try to sell your idea to them. And another thing is to persevere. I think don't give up, because there will always be naysayers, people who say you cannot do this, you cannot do that. A lot of, I face it all the time. Even for my projects from higher up, they say that I cannot achieve the target and no one's going to come to the ACCA event. It's basically to not give up and to persevere, to have that spirit of that fighting spirit.
All the youth out there, this is the youth that, I feel that can be really one of your inspirational model, like
Hope I can.
1,000 people you have inspired, you give them the inspiration.
Thanks. I hope I did.
You did. So, as you know, currently in this year, as I saw in Malaysia, there are a lot of new projects coming up, and the funding is not that hard to find, right? If your project is really tangible enough, eligible enough, and such a thing. Could you share with us actually how did you start the project, and how you end it nicely and give that impactful impact?
Okay, for me, my way of doing it is very different. Some other people, they have plans, they know what they want to do. For me, it's out of, at the moment, this is suddenly we just feel like doing it. Like for the first charity run, we just read in the news there's a famine crisis. So I just approached my friend and said, hey, let's do something about it. So we just started brainstorming.
Only your friends?
Yeah, it's me and my roommates. No quality, no clubs, nothing at all. So we have to bypass it. And after this event, then we wanted to move on to the Youth Leadership Conference. We just say, hey, why don't we inspire other people to do things like this? We tell them it's possible to do this thing and still be successful. So also with my roommates, we just started doing it. We just came up with the idea. So everything starts with an idea. Then after we put it into words, try to write a rough proposal. This is the toughest one, because it's very hard to put things into words. And I really hate it.
Exactly.
So once you have the proposal, it's just a rough guideline. Usually things won't work out the way you plan it, but at least you have a rough idea of where you want to go. So having an idea, then put it into words so your ideas are more organized. Then after start approaching people. Usually I'll talk to people informally. I'm always open to sharing ideas. I know some people when they have ideas, they don't feel like sharing it, they just keep it to themselves and all. I think this is not healthy, because when you share, people will tell you what's wrong with it, or maybe tell you what's right, and then so from there you can help evolve the idea, you can improve the idea. So it's about sharing and learning from other people. And if people want to do it, and if they can do it better, by all means, let them do it. Don't be selfish, because the main thing is for the idea to grow and to be implemented. There's no point keeping it up in your head, and then it's wasted, I would say. So sharing the idea. Once you have enough people buy in, you have enough people to support you, then you start looking for role models who have done it before. People who have done it before, ask them, where should I do it? How should I start? So from there, they're going to guide you. And then along the way, it's the main implementation things like you need sponsors, you need approvals, you need this and that. So I think those are the things where you can learn from other people, approach people who have done it before. How do I end it? I would say it's usually try to have a meaning behind each of your project. For all my projects, even if it's a conference, right? Usually conference people talk about business, marketing. So mine, I want it to be different. I want it to encourage people to give that to society. It's not more and non-profit side. So this is very different. And at the same time, we also raise funds. We charge people 100% of it goes to charity. This has never been done before. So at least in Sunway College, I'm not sure about other places. So at least it gives the community a reason to push on. It gives them a meaning, because it shows them that they're helping other people, they're helping kids who are unfortunate. So So when participants join, also they know that buying not just for themselves but also to help other kids. So when you have meaning, a noble meaning, purpose that is bigger than yourself, bigger than the community, then usually it gives meaning to the project. It gives people some hope to join. I think that's how you must always have meaning behind it. Purpose.
This is a very giving, I'm not giving up character, you know, guys. Just very. So maybe this is we come at the end of our interview today. So would you like to share like your advices or your motivational quotes that you always read when you're down to us, and like maybe we can feel.
I mean, I have different quotes of different situations. I can't really remember the exact words, but there's this one quote that I like. I think it was by Margaret Mead. It was, never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Because just because you're one person, don't think that you can't do it, or just because you're young or somebody still studying pre you. Always believe that you can make a difference. It doesn't have to be 1,000 people, 2,000 people. If you can make a difference in one person's life, that is more than enough already. Because that person will continue to impact other people's lives. So yeah, that's my advice to the youth out there. To don't give up and to believe that you can make a difference. Thank you.
Awesome! All of you out there, we come at the end of our interview, and I'm really lucky to have a Kristen today. I'm still very thank you.
Thanks for inviting me.
So don't forget to, maybe you can add him on Facebook. Do you have,
Yes, I think you can look for me on Kristan. Just Facebook Kristan. You can find me.
and just say that I watched Dayang's YouTube channel and so that I want to add you on Facebook or something like that. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and
subscribe. You get to see a lot of inspiring videos.
thank you, Kristen, and here we go again. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Well, Kristen, please answer. Please connect the 10 words to your the exact word in your mind. Okay.
All right.
First word: green.
Environment.
People.
Friendliness.
Love.
Family.
Army.
Incredible Hulk.
Sunway.
Personal growth.
Malaysia.
Home.
Car.
I hate driving.
Okay. Study.
Boring.
Girlfriend.
Never had one before.
Okay. Famous.
I want to be famous.
Okay, thank you everyone, and see you in the next interview with me, Dayang Bati. Bye bye.